search of a new life. Sheela was their savior and their torchbearer, as she had been in the past, leading them to their revival and resurgence. It's 9 a.m. and the breakfast is served. Let's go down to the dining hall, Sheela. A tall brunette with an Italian accent burst in like a hurricane, glancing at her watch. Remember, we have to reach the hotel site at 11 a.m.? The lawyer is going to be there, and we need to sign some additional documents to complete the deal. As she stood leaning in the doorway, with her left palm resting against the doorknob and the other resting on her hip, she fixed Carl with a coquettish look and struck a sultry pose for him before darting off with a snigger. Come on, Carl. Let's go down for breakfast. We have a busy day ahead of us. Sheela smiled gently as she placed her hand on the photographer's back and guided him downstairs. The prattle around the conjoined breakfast tables was animate, the mood cheerful, and the spirits high. Sheela was seated at the head of the table as she passed the basket of bread around and spooned some scrambled eggs onto her plate. So, are we all in agreement regarding our new venture of the purchase of this hotel? Sheela looked up around the table. Yes, of course, Sheela. This is what we are good at. We are a bunch of creative, ingenious, and hardworking people. If we can toil and build a city on a wasteland, we can certainly run a small hotel, said a petite woman with red hair that fell loose around her shoulders. Yes, certainly. Yes, of course. Yes, agreed. The confirmative responses and the affirmative nods uplifted Sheila's morale as she sunk a knife into her favorite pumpernickel loaf and cut it into thin slices for everyone to enjoy. The conversations around the table lulled into a comfortable silence as the guests served themselves from dishes of eggs Benedict, bratwurst sausages, baked ham, and a slice of pumpernickel bread. Just then, the telephone rang, and a shrill voice called out, "Sheela, please answer the phone," echoed a voice from the reception area. Sheela pushed back her chair and strode towards the reception desk. Hello? After a brief pause, Sheila's face clouded over. What? She exclaimed in a whisper, and then listened silently for a few minutes. After the call ended, she went back to the breakfast table where the group was still enjoying their hearty breakfast. Sheela announced in a heavy voice, Bhagwan and 12 others have been arrested this morning. Bhagwan was on a flight from Oregon to Bermuda in an attempt to flee from the US when the US Marshals surrounded his 2 jets during a stopover in North Carolina. Bhagwan and others were led away in handcuffs. Her voice trailed off. A hushed silence descended, and everyone went still in shock. Now what? Mumbled one courageously. Now nothing. Please go about your day as you please. We will be cancelling our visit to the hotel, though, Sheela answered. A lanky brunette blurted out, Sheela, I told you. We should have stayed in Switzerland and not Germany. It's safer. At least no one can extradite you from there since you are a Swiss citizen, and the group would be safe. Calm down. We have nothing to fear. We have done nothing wrong. Please carry on with your day. The angry brunette stomped her foot and stormed out of the room. Uncomfortable by this whole exchange, the group silently dispersed in different directions. It was 5 p.m., and the pale sun was sinking behind the tall pines that surrounded the hotel. By now, everyone was assembled in the main living room. Sheela was seated on a wide-backed armchair, watching the heavy rain lash ruthlessly against the glass window panes of their guest house. By now, the group had somewhat digested the shocking news of Bhagwan's arrest and were throwing ideas at one another in regards to their upcoming business of running a hotel, clearly attempting to change the mood by avoiding the elephant in the room. I will take care of the housekeeping department, Sheela. As you know, I have a very keen eye for detail, said a tall and slender blonde. Sounds good, Sheela nodded. I can take care of the garden, a stocky Dutch man in a hoarse voice exclaimed. As you know,